Hello, Radiant Soul Light. Great to connect with you. Welcome back if you've been journeying with me for a while, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Michelle. So we're going to be doing a pick a card today, tuning into your higher self to see what is unfolding for you on your journey. Many of you are moving more from feeling an effect of things in your life, more to the causal point, or coming more from cause. So you're tapping more into source energies and manifesting more of what you truly want and truly need on a soul level. For some, there may be some blocks. There may be some things that we pick up that you can change or avert or make less harsh, okay? For some of you, what I was getting when I tuned in, because I meditate before the reading, I was getting for some of you that the law of return is happening. Something is returning back into your life, or someone is returning back into your life, which means there's opportunities for growth, new relationships, new starts in relationships, or a new start with someone from the past or something from the past. This could be a job, it could be a career. Many of you may be moving back to a new location, or moving back to a previous location, or some of you are moving to a new location. So fresh starts, new beginnings. I'm also going to be clarifying with the rune cards to add for a little more clarification. And the card that I picked, Beyond Lemuria card, was the Sacral Chakra, core of creation. And I really feel this, people that are drawn to this pick a card, this soul path reading, are really creative, creating a new reality, co-creating, really working at creating their life in a way that is much more authentic and soul fulfilling. You're really following your spiritual urges, the nudges from spirit. You're connecting in more to your feeling nature. You're very creative. You're aware that you're very creative, and many of you are perhaps joining others in creative projects, okay? And so this is about anchoring your creations, what you're manifesting, what you're drawing in, anchoring it. And so from the sacral chakra, feeling very good, very empowered, comfortable with who you are. You're getting more and more comfortable with how you're sharing your gifts in the world, how you're showing up. So I get a lot of clarity in this group, in this unfolding. So you can skip ahead. My videos are always time-stamped. If you'd like to stay with me for a minute or so, I'm going to tune in further and align to your energies through the heart chakra. So if you take a conscious deep breath in, either eyes open or eyes closed, and release the breath, allowing your out breath to be a little longer than your in breath. Breathing into the upper chakras, coming into the soul chakra, the soul star, pausing as you release the breath, centering the breath down through the center of the body, out through the soles of your feet into the earth star, or earth chakra. And in a way that feels comfortable or right for you, feeling yourself very centered, aligning yourself to this present moment as we connect. And when and however you're ready, again, breathe in through the upper chakras. As you breathe out this time, allow the light to come through the heart chakra, emitting the heart chakra vibration into the world. And breathing it back in, receiving the heart chakra energy. And then bringing your inner gaze, your inner focus into the third eye, the sixth chakra. If your eyes have been closed, go ahead and open your eyes and see which stack you're drawn to. Soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. Stack number 1, 2, and 3. Or as I tune in, soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. choose the one that resonates for you. And it could be multiple, it could be 2 soul stories, or it could be all of them. And these readings are timeless. So whenever you happen to this reading, perhaps there are messages from your higher self. Hello, if you chose soul story number 1, let's tune in for you. Okay, it's been a rocky road. That's the first thing that I hear. Let's pull over the cards. You've got Healing Journey from the Dreamtime Oracle. You've got Healing Journey. It's a time of healing. So I'm going to take out all the cards. Radical Expansion. Celestine Teacher. I'm hearing, do you know just how gifted you are? You are a gifted healer and teacher. It doesn't matter what you do in your outer world, what your actual job or career is, you're always teaching and you're healing. Many of you, I do feel, are light workers, starseeds that are light workers, way showers. I feel like you've been on this healing journey and now you're helping others to heal. And we chose in the planet cards, Chiron, your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies. Chiron is a master teacher, is many times say the wounded healer, but in Chiron, through your wounding and the healing of your wounding, you find your gifts, okay? So Chiron can show you, especially if you know your chart, where Chiron is placed in your chart, shows you where deep healing can take place, but also creativity and self-expression. So Chiron is very tied in to healing and self-expression. And I really feel like these are a lot of ideas that you have. There's these little lights, almost like the orbs of lights, and you're channeling from your higher self. You're channeling source energies. You're getting ideas through your higher self from infinite source. The house that's going to be affected is the 3rd house. And in astrology, the 3rd house is self-expression, communication, it's siblings, right? Brotherly energy, brotherly love, sisterly love, love of humanity. It's your local area. It can also do with community, social media, your potential to learn something, and your local neighborhood. So I feel for some of you, this is maybe, yes, you're doing something locally. I kept hearing school or charter school, but I feel for many of you, this is perhaps something online. Soul child, what did I tell you? This is my star seed. You've come in very awake or aware, or you've gone through a lot of healing. And as you uncovered a lot in your life, you realize, and many of you are starting to realize, some of you already know how gifted you are, but some of you are really kind of savoring your giftedness. And I feel like there's this self-love. I'm getting 2 storylines here. I got to be honest, because I do feel for some of you, this has to do healing a relationship or healing through relationship. And you're opening to, this red is showing me this here. And also the red in the heart. So you may have been dreaming of somebody that you know or that you're connected with, and there is this deep healing that's taking place. Yeah, rest. Dolphin energy, you've got 2 dolphins here. This has a lot to do, yes, for some of you, it's rest, it's meditation, it's withdrawing because you're very creative, you're doing a lot in the world, or you're thinking a lot and planning and about to do more in the world. But for some of you, I feel like this is about going within and getting those ideas and feeling what vibes with you. So I definitely feel soul story number 1, a big message from your higher self is don't act or react or respond until you've connected back in. Some of you have been getting a lot of triggering with wounding. You may be working with a teacher, healer, therapist. You may be working with someone online. You may be watching a lot of YouTube videos to heal and help. I would say even like hypnotherapy, subliminal healing, or meditations that are in the frequency ranges of healing and healing heart energy would be really good for you. And anything that you can do that's also about trusting your own inner knowing, your own intuition would also be really good for you. Something from whenever you're watching this video, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, there is a big decision coming in for you. Your higher self is preparing you for this decision. Okay, we may get an idea. And it has to do with grounding or manifestation. It has to do with something that's tangible. It's not something like clear your thoughts or think differently or, no. There's something that you're going to be having to make a decision on. And I do feel that it has to do with some form of creativity, self-expression, a job decision, a career. Could for some be a new pathway. You might be working on a new platform and helping others through this, through teaching. You're expanding. Some of you, it could be writing. I would say third house is also a lot to do with writing and books or booklets or ebooks. Communication, very important for you. And many of you are learning. There's a deep healing. Look at all this blue you've got here. You've got all this indigo. And you're using your sixth chakra, the third eye, for clearer vision. For you, meditating on the color blue. Some of you may have a lot of blue in your aura. Blue, maybe even indigo blue. Some of you, a lot of green. You're doing deeper healing work. Some of you are looking for a partner. There is going to be a partnership on this journey, this healing journey. But I feel many of you, there is this expansion, this radical expansion that has to do with creativity and self-expression and putting it in some kind of tangible form. Let's see what the rune cards have to say. Oh, look at this, Jera. So this is abundance, prosperity. This is Jera. It also could be the time of harvest. So for some of you, depending where you're at, it could be in the fall months. But whenever you're seeing this, so I really do feel 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, maybe for many of you, 3 months from now, there is some kind of opportunity that's really going to set you in a new direction or confirm where you are on your path and bring you more stability. So there is a lot of prosperity. You're probably coming out of a time where there was less prosperity, less abundance, less support. You're drawing that in. You may also be studying something that has to do with your own self-empowerment. I don't know what's going on. I hear some dogs out there. Okay. I'm in the mountains and the sound carries, so sorry about that. You may be studying something, preparing for a test, going back to school. You might be putting a curriculum together for others to help them. So I'm getting student and teacher. I'm getting perhaps long time, lifetime student, but also teaching. And some of you may be doing more formal teaching is what I'm hearing. But I do feel prepare for this, that some of these ideas are about to manifest and you will be making changes. So I do feel what will help you is not to be so stuck on what you were doing or how you were doing it. Be open to suggestions, be open for new insights, understanding new ideas, coming from source, all that is in through your higher self. So meditation is clear, or being in nature, walking. You've done a lot of work on yourself. Many of you are continuing to do a lot of work on yourself. You're very aware of what you need and want, what your triggers are. I do feel like there's a lot with boundaries that you've learned. Okay, I feel like, I don't know, this card to me holds so much, soul child, and it's 14-5. So it has a lot to do with you extending out more into the world in a way that brings more stability for you. And in a way that has to do with creativity, new options. For some of you, it could be a birth, childbirth, working with children. Some of you are healing inner child wounds, deep familial wounds, generational wounds, wounds of family origin, so that you are meeting your soul now. You're expressing and expanding in life more through your soul and less through your wounding. It's been a long journey, a healing journey. Look at this, it's beautiful. And some of you, there is a partner that is either with you or coming in, that it's going to be a shared healing journey of interdependence. So independence and healthy dependence, healthy independence and healthy independence. And you may even work with this person or collaborate, or you meet through work and collaboration. Some of you, I also feel this is the inner masculine and inner feminine, that there's this beautiful union within you now of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, where you have the right balance of, you know, inspired action. You know, you're receiving your inspiration. You are more receptive. You are perhaps meditating more in contemplation, or you don't overact in life. You're not overacting. You're not reacting. There's pauses in what you do. It's coming more from the divine aspect or higher aspect of you. So there is this deep healing, and I feel like in a way this is a part of you gently leading the inner child. For some of you, you're healing deep wounds of self-expression and creativity. Some of you will be writing again, painting again. You will be doing you will be reconnecting with some of your gifts that you put to the side. All right, your higher self wants you to know that it is a time of opening up and a time of expansion for you. All right, soul story number 1. I hope this brought a little bit of insight and clarity for you. I hope you can feel the energies of your higher self coming through. Remember to rest. Take time to renew. Take time to tune in to you, especially when making major decisions. All right, so your soul insights mantra is, I rest in the inner knowing of my higher self and express and love through my heart and soul. All right, soul story number 1. Let me know how this resonates for you. Much peace and soul light. If you chose soul story number 2, this is your reading. All right. So I had picked for the general reading, the energy to connect in with was through the sacral chakra. I did a meditation, and I got a lot with, for some of you, healing, moving forward. But this soul story, I'm feeling like you're really bridging the old to the new, or new job or career, maybe even relationship. There's been some big change in your life that for some of you might have left you wondering, or you might feel that there's a lot of confusion or chaos in the world or around you. There's been a lot of disruption is what I'm hearing. Your higher self wants you to know that out of this chaos and confusion comes creativity, comes new direction and ideas deeper from your soul, and you will be okay. Those of you that have had some financial loss or any type of loss, I'm hearing you will be okay. Things will come around, that you do need to start taking action. So let's see what is coming up for you. I'm going to go through all the cards, and then I'm going to clarify with the rune cards. Oh, inner grief. Okay, so there has been a lot of loss. That's what I was feeling. I was feeling something like some of you, your own tower moment, or you felt like the rug had been pulled out from under you. Inner child. Some of you could have actually lost a child, or, you know, I feel like there's, again, this to me reminds me of the womb. So there's something that you are connecting with on a deep level of even pre-word, your experience in the womb. Maybe some of you, your birth experience. Unique gifts. You're coming into a time of expressing more, you're getting awakened. Yeah. See, I feel like you are having this awakening. You're coming out of this time of deep grief or loss for what was, or some of you, you may have had very, you know, more 3D, more kind of quote unquote regular jobs that you don't have anymore, or you see that they're going to be going away, or they're not as fulfilling. Some of you, I feel there's someone around you that lost a job or position or a home, and that's kind of awakened you to, well, what do I really want? What do I really need and want? Okay, Sagittarius is the card that you got, the zodiac sign, my astrology cards here. So this is the energy for you to connect in with, and it's very interesting because we have the North Node in Gemini and the South Node in Sagittarius. And if you want to know more about that, I also have a video on that, a live video where I talked about the North Node in Sagittarius, the North Node in Gemini, South Node in Sagittarius, and what that means individually and collectively. And then I did a mini reading for each sign. And I would say, watch your sun, moon, and rising to get a good idea. So this says this energy imbues power, superior confidence, enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. So I feel some of you are still in this, but you're coming out of this. And Sagittarius rules the higher mind, our beliefs, our ideals, the idea of spirituality. Can be religion a little bit also, but more from the idea of spirit. So I feel you're coming out of this passage with a belief that raises you up, that inspires you. And so many of you are kind of coming around going, okay, I can do this. I can move forward. Yeah, I can believe in this again. Or you've shifted your belief somehow that figures in more of your unique gifts. Now, very interesting, I'm getting some visuals here. I'm getting musicians, I'm getting piano, I'm also getting guitar, like singer-songwriter, and I'm getting LinkedIn, Etsy, I'm getting another platform, but I do feel somebody's going to be selling more things on Etsy. Either you're crafting, or it could be there's something with like a book, but it also has music. So I don't know if it's meditation or spoken word, or maybe I'm picking up on two different people, but there is something that is going more into publication or circulation that you're going to be working on. The 12th house is what you're working on. The 12th has to do with what's hidden, past lives, karma, the subconscious. I feel this has to do with the grief. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or power. So it's the 12th house is ruled by Pisces, so it very much has to do, Neptune and Pisces, it very much has to do with the intuition, what's not seen but felt. And believing in something more, okay? But it can also be retribution, like you might be feeling like you're paying for past situations, okay? So there is this deep healing. So many of you are working perhaps on the subconscious realm, or you're more aware of the subconscious realm right now and how it affects you, is what I'm hearing. So for you, hypnotherapy, meditation, resonance repatterning, working with yourself. I'm also hearing for some of you, sound and toning will help. There are some things that you're clearing up from your past, is what I'm hearing. And some of you, it could even be fines or incarceration. I'm getting some legal things that are being cleared up. Some of you, it has to do with family or family home or family of origin, that things are being cleared up to move forward. That makes sense for somebody. Energy balance, okay. So a lot to do with rebalancing your energy. And I look at this Awaken card, and to me, they're very similar in color, okay. So there is something, again, about Reiki even, or toning or sound, something that balances your energy centers, that calms your nervous system, that makes you feel more connected. That would be very beneficial for you. Some of you could be working on techniques that help others do this. Okay, let's see. Reassurance of the golden light. Yeah, see, so there's a deep healing here. You're coming out of it. You're awakening to, on a more of a 3D, 4D level, you're awakening more to your unique gifts, your soul, the idea of a higher self, your soul's purpose, to here to just be you, love and express as a soul being, as you. So there is this awakening that's deeply changing your belief systems. And I do feel that there is going to be slowly, step by step, but when you look back, it will be radical change as to how you live and what you believe. So many of you are going to be changing your goals. Your dreams are changing, and also listen to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Your higher self is trying to guide you. I almost feel like this is your higher self that's trying to guide you. You may even want to spend time in nature or outdoors looking at the celestial landscape, right? Looking at the stars. Looking at Orion. I'm getting Orion or Sagittarius. Again, looking at the constellations. There's something about you being guided through your passageway, and your higher self wants you to know that you're on path, that all that you're going through was meant to be, okay? So what do we need to know more for soul story number 2 to support them? This is for soul support. Oh, transformation, Degas. Okay, so things are, look at the butterfly here. Things are getting better. You're getting your wings or bigger wings. So there is, just like I said earlier, there's slow, gradual progress. Follow what heals you, what brings wholeness to you, what inspires you. Make sure that, I just heard drink lots of water, and I also heard make sure you're doing things that keep your energy balanced. You don't want to get overly drained, and you don't want to get overly ramped up, okay? So you've been in a caterpillar stage for a long time. You're the butterfly. Again, you're going to be the butterfly. It's cyclical. We don't just go through the stages and then we're done. Now we're a butterfly. Each new level, each new experience, each new level of soul unfolding, when we go through an initiation, like a big growth passage, we have to go back in the larva, back in the pupae, whatever it is, and back, into the caterpillar. We go back through the stages. So I do feel this is a very powerful time for you, a very sacred time. You're learning a lot about your energy. You're learning a lot about your unique gifts, your soul gifts. You're learning a lot about what you bring to others, what you bring to the company, what you bring to the table. You're learning a lot what you bring to relationships. You're healing on such a deep level. And remember, healing comes from the Latin word ohalen, to being whole. When we talk about integrus or integrity, it's also wholeness. It has nothing to do with piety or being good or bad. It's wholeness. So I would say make your decisions from a place of wholeness. Your higher self wants you to know that even if the journey seems slow, the steps seem step by step and slow, or there's a lot of steps, you are making progress. There is slow, gradual change. There is change that gets better and better and better. Your life is getting better and better and better. Just like the dawn, right? The sun comes up. It doesn't all of a sudden come up. It comes up little by little by little, and there's more and more and more and more light. That's what's happening with your life. All right, soul story number 2. I hope that brings some insight and understanding for you. I'm feeling a pull to pick another card, a rune card. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Wunjo. I knew it. I felt a relationship coming in for you, but I'm like, it's not showing. But psychically, I'm like, okay, there's this partnership coming in. And Wunjo is happiness. And we've got the masculine and the feminine. So some of you could be on a twin flame journey, or you could be opening up to more of what a soulmate, create mate, an even partnership. You're looking for some kind of partnership. It is coming in. And it's first starting with you, where you're very connected to the divine masculine, what perceives to be outer strength or being out there in the world, but also the divine feminine, where you're very receptive, you're going within, because you've been doing a lot of healing work. So many of you have been doing also a lot of shadow work. So it is paying off. Your higher self is saying, which is you, your true you, thank you for listening. And I feel, I almost want to go like this. I just want to hold you. I really want to hold you and say, you did it. You're making the changes. Many of you have already changed. And you're seeing how you're so worth it. What you want to do, what you are inspired to do, it's so worth it. Use your visioning. But these two come together. So slow, gradual progress, like the light of day, is Wunjo. The rune Wunjo has to do with happiness, joy. So focus on things that bring you natural joy, that bring a level of contentment. Even if you have big ideas or dreams or goals or things you want to do, that's great. But also integrate the feeling of joy and contentment. Okay, so for some of you, there is something very joyful that is coming in your life. And you can see you've gone through a lot in this passage and you've come here. All right, your Soul Insights mantra is, as I am led by my higher self through my healing process, I draw in more joy in my life and more to be joyful for. All right, soul story number 2. Thanks for connecting with me on this part of your journey. I'll see you in the next reading. Soul story number 3. Welcome. This is your reading. So I'm hearing for you, good things come in 3. I love working with 3s, body, mind, spirit, connecting to the soul. The vibration of the 3 energy, the Empress in the tarot, abundant and fertility. So I feel a lot of abundance with you just right off. So we're going to get into it. And I feel like there's something about the overflow, that your life is about to really pick up and have this overflow. So the card that I chose from Beyond Lemuria is the Sacral Chakra, core of creation. And I also wanted to say with you is growth, new growth. Some of you may be even growing your hair long or something. There's something with growing your hair, or you just cut your hair. I don't know. I'm seeing changes in the hair. There's growth, or the children are growing or are grown, or they're getting so tall. I'm getting something with tall. I don't know if it, and also trees. There could be something trimming, but also you're trimming what isn't necessary anymore out of your life. So the sacral chakra has a lot to do with grounding our beliefs, our dreams, our goals, our ideas. And I'm getting it grounded on the 3rd dimension, the 4th dimension, making things more of a reality, things that you've dreamt about, things that you've been focused on, that you've been working on, these new insights, these understanding, this new way of being in the world. You're really navigating differently in the world, and you've got your wings. I want to say you've got your wings. Whether you think they're big or small, it doesn't matter. You've got your wings. Use your wings. Use your wings and rise above. So we're going to look at the keys. Oh, look at this. Wondrous opportunities. You've got the key. You can see that. Wondrous, balanced forces. Oh, I feel really good about this reading. Walk your truth. Ooh, it's been hard won for some of you. Jupiter, your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. Yeah, see, Jupiter, expansion. Told you, I feel like there's a lot coming to you. Whatever it is you want, it's coming to you. May not be in the exact form or order, but I really feel like you've manifested a lot. So you've got the planet Jupiter, which is the expansion. And what house is being affected is the 6th house. Work, health, duties, the duty area of your life. Duty, but it's also like your everyday routine, okay? So something's changing in your routine. Your routine is greatly going to change, but I feel you have the key, or someone's giving you the key to open the door to more abundance, opportunities, business. I'm telling you, you're bossing up in your life. Collegial, collaborative relationships. Maybe there could be working online platform, or many of you maybe got a raise or bonus. Some of you started a new direction, and now that's going to be paying off because you're listening to your higher self. You're connecting to your soul. You're living more from the blueprint of your soul rather than the ego. Look at this spiritual decree. It is so. You know your abundance is so. You know it. Look at that. All these ideas. You're starting to get the people that can help you with these ideas, or you're already doing. Now, some of you, I feel, even Apple, I feel like you're working, some of you for tech companies or maybe startups, or you're getting funding. Somebody, if you're looking for funding, it's going to happen. Okay. I do feel these readings are timeless, but I'm getting a 3 to 6 month trajectory from whenever you're watching this video. And if you're looking for funding, the money is coming in. Wow. Look at that. Personal power. There's a tiger. So yeah, you're like, you've got your cat energy, your dog energy being loyal, but the cat, like, you're checking things out. You're not jumping on something, you know, you're waiting, but you're looking at opportunities. I mean, the energy I feel in this reading is just like if I was on skis. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Some of you, if you're working in partnership or you're asking about a relationship, I feel it's a very life enhancing, it's a balanced relationship. There's balanced energy in this. I help you, you help me. There's something that's going to take off in your life, or already is taking off. And many of you, I feel, that are coming to this reading, you kind of already know. It's a confirmation for you what's taking off. And I find this is so interesting, this hand. I want to say, because this is your destiny. I almost feel like a palmist. Like this is your destiny. It's like you looked inside yourself. You looked around the world and saw, where are things going? What's happening? You looked inside yourself and you said, how can I magnetize to me what I need and want? What's the work that I have to put in on a 3D level, right? Because we've got the sacral here. You asked yourself, what do I really want to go? What do I really want to do? You know, a good question is always, what does my soul want? And let your higher self lead you. Let your answer come from your higher self, not from the ego or wounding, which I definitely am feeling you're like on fire. But it's a quiet fire. Some people might even think, oh, you're kind of quiet or contemplate, or what are you doing? But it's fire nonetheless. You see the fire here. You see the fire here. And you see the embers here. So something was broken down. Something was burnt. Something, but out of the ashes, something remained, you know, and again, the Jupiter energy. You're flying like the phoenix, you know. Oh, there's a bird here. That might be the phoenix or eagle. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. Okay, so you're flying, you're rising above circumstances and thinking, why not? I got it. Okay, I can get caught up in this stuff, or I can rise above. I can move forward. I can put these plans into motion. I can get support. I can get help. I can move forward. Whatever you've asked about, it's a yes. It's moving forward. Again, but your higher self is saying it may not be exactly in the time frame or the form or the order. They're telling me it may not be in the order that you thought it was going to happen, but it is happening. You've got the key to success, the key to wondrous opportunities. And that's because you're in a place of wonder and awe. You're taking care of your inner child. That's the spontaneous part of us. That's the curious part of us. That's the part that says, what the heck, I'm going to just try this. So you're really moving forward in your life. I feel like something changes that gives you more time for yoga, play, whatever it is you're starting. I don't know, book, a company, a YouTube channel, working with someone else, starting something on your own. You're going to have more time for more of what it is that you really want to do. So your routine will be changing. Your schedule will be changing. Let's get a rune card to kind of round this reading out for you. Very happy for you. I definitely, a lot of way showers, light workers, business owners. I'm getting entrepreneurs. Whether you're a starseed that is a light worker, many of you have come in with advanced information or forward thinking. Could be a lot of Aquarians here, which Jupiter co-rules Aquarius, but also rules Sagittarius. So you're thinking big picture, and your higher self says, think big picture. You can make small steps, and those steps could change. The order of the steps could change, but think big picture. Focus on the big picture. Now is not the time to think small. Okay, and you got Jera, which I do believe Soul Story number 1 got this rune card also. So Jera is abundance, prosperity, It's the harvest. It's things coming in, but it's what you've worked for, what you've put in motion. But you may have planted 3 seeds and 6 sprout. Or you may have planted 6 seeds and 21 sprout, because maybe the seeds split. Or somebody else's seeds from across the way came over into your garden, okay? So expect abundance. From whenever you're watching this video, it's a timeless video, timeless reading, but it could be fall months. There could be some big payoff, also in spring. But you're building. There's going to be more and more abundance, more and more prosperity, more and more of what you need and want. You've got a firm foundation. You're just building from that in a balanced way. There are wondrous opportunities coming to you, and you're feeling more confident. You have more belief in yourself, in your plans, your projects, the way you're working, the way you're living, in your relationship. I feel those that are looking for a relationship, I feel there will be someone that is an equal, where there's balanced forces, that you both are separate, but you're coming from source. You recognize that all comes from source. Very positive reading, very, I feel very uplifting for you. And I feel like whatever you're asked, it's a big yes. You're taken care of, you're supported. Keep doing what you're doing. It's working, it's working, it's working. If you don't yet see the results all the way, you're going, look, there are small results. There are small yeses that are going to be bigger and bigger yeses, okay? So keep your focus, is what the higher self is saying. Keep your focus. Keep your energy balanced. Do what you need to do for you to nurture you and take care of your energy. But focus on your dreams, your goals, your desires, your own belief. There's an opportunity that's coming to you that some people on the outside may say, wow, you're lucky, or look what happened to you, or how did you get this, or how did this happen for you? I do see quite a lot of income. So this is, some of you, it's money's earned, but it could also come from an endowment. It could come from a settlement of some sort. There could be, legal settlement, insurance settlement, workman's comp. There could be inheritance. There could also be, and this is 3 to 6 months. So from whenever you're viewing this reading, I feel like there's a large sum of money, or you're accruing little by little, and then all of a sudden you're going to go, oh my God, I can't believe how much money I've accrued. Some of it's income. It's monies you've done a service, and out of that exchange, there's money given to you. Or it could be property that somebody's buying or gifting you, or you're buying a house or land, or the dream home that you want, or a better apartment. There's an up-leveling in all aspects of your life, is what I'm hearing. You've changed your vibrational frequency. You're more aligned to your soul frequency, your soul signature frequency. Okay, that's part of it. And that's what also that's your truth. Your soul signature frequency is like your handprint, right? Your handprint, your fingerprint. It's unique to you. So you're really connecting into that part of you. And I can feel you're excited about connecting to that part of you and living as that part of you, living as your higher self more and more. There's more and more of a seamless connection to your higher self. So a lot to do with finance, prosperity, abundance, a lot of gratitude, gratefulness. That's working, being happy for what you have, and acknowledging that you have made changes, that things are getting better, but things are about to glow up, pop off. There is this decided, there's like this, and then I see, I'm psychically seeing this, like something just grows very quickly. But you've also put in the work. So again, there could be a grant. I heard grant, endowment, working with a foundation. There's different ways that I feel resources are coming to you. That could be energy, that could be more time, that could be someone helping you out, some support, that could be finance, different ways. You're opening up because you're living more from the fullness of life. You are connecting into these wondrous opportunities, and it holds the key for you. It's the key to unlocking what you're meant to do in this next level, in this next initiation, this next level of soul unfolding. All right, your Soul Insights mantra is, as I live more for my higher self, I am aligned to my soul and manifesting the greater dreams and visions, relationships and experiences from my soul. Whoa, and I want you just to see that. Look at that. Personal power, which is empowerment. All right, soul story number 3. Lots of love and light to you, and let me know how this unfolds for you. Till next reading, keep shining bright and much peace and light.